The fact-finding documentary, The Caste Rush, directed by Nikhil Singh, was screened on Saturday, September 13th at Regal Hadley, drawing audiences from across central Jersey. The powerful film challenged misconceptions about caste and amplified unheard voices from India and the diaspora. Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh graced the occasion as chief guest, while director Nikhil Singh engaged the audience in a post-screening discussion, deepening the dialogue on caste and its global impact. Take a look.
To them, they made it all the way here. First, to start with Dr. Sudhir Parikh. If you can get up and say namaste to everybody.
Namaste everyone. I think we all know Sudhir ji. He is very well known in the community for several years, for the decades at least, what I have been seeing him. And he is, I think many of us may know, he has been awarded a Padma Shri by our government of Bharat. And very recently, he has been awarded the world-renowned Hindu scholar by Shankaracharya of Sringeri. This is a very new, I mean, this I did not know, this just happened in the last 2 months. So Sudhir ji is very well devoted to the Hindu causes. I think he has been, wherever the Hindu events are there, I think he has been supporting all the Hindu causes. I think he will continue to support. That's what we all continue to pray. So now I will give it to Sudhir ji to give some inputs about the movie.
Dear friends, we all are proud of being a Hindu. It's the most ancient religion, and it's very, as you see in this movie, it's very inclusive religion. And we have to stay together, walk together, and make sure everyone in the Western world can understand what's the beauty of Hindu culture, Hindu religion, and inclusiveness of the Hindu Sanatan Dharma. And that's why 2 months ago, when Singri Shankaracharya gave me, as well as Maharani of Trivandrum and Deepak Chopra, a world Hindu leader, and they told us your responsibility is to dispel so many wrong narration or narratives about Sanatan Dharma and try to make it Sanatan Dharma most acceptable worldwide. So we all Hindu, work together, and you saw in the movie that there is no discrimination in any of the temple of the Hinduism, and everyone is welcome. All human beings are the same. We all are sons and daughters of the God. So let's stay together and try to propagate our Sanatan Dharma. Namaskar, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sudhir. I would like to invite Mohanji for his few words.
Namaste everyone. After watching that movie, Namaste everyone. And after watching that movie, it's very informative and inspiring. One thing that struck to me was about the fact that there is no discrimination, whether in law or in theology. That is what is meant, what is conveyed in the movie. And that is so true. And as Hindus, we should understand this, and we should propagate this message that there's wrong narratives, and the wrong narratives have been peddled for decades. And this is the time that we learn about these things and spread it forward and share within our community. And I would also like to introduce the director of the film, Nikhil Rajput ji. What a great job he has done. And he will say a few words and also stay here for answering any questions.
No, I don't need to say a few words. I have said so much in the movie. I'm just grateful for everybody's time. So thank you so much. Thank you for doing the work that you are doing and for all the recognition.
Thank you.
That you could spare your time, your hour for this one is appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the reason I did not include all of these denominations is because we are a very diverse dharma, and so if we just could take one temple from each panth, even then it would be a 2.5 hour movie. When we are making a documentary, it becomes very, very easy for other people to just throw mud at you. So if I had followed the BAPS temple case, most of us are polite, you wouldn't say it, but some people would think Pakka BAPS temple would have given them some money. So that's why we did not include it in the film. But the case was just fraud. The case was just filed so that they could unleash an agenda item. So the FBI reached the premises at I think 9:30 or something, somewhere around that, and New York Times had already published about the raid 2 minutes earlier or 3 minutes earlier. So, and then followed by an entire media blitzkrieg. So you can understand how New York Times would be able to publish something that has not yet happened. So there are bigger people, bigger forces at play. Let them be, but because the case was never the agenda. The case was only an item so that they could then launch their misinformation campaign. So eventually the case has been thrashed, but who cares? And the story, the saying in journalism world is don't let truth get in the way of a great story. So nobody covered that, but everybody in 15 minutes covered that BAPS temple has been raided on so and so charges. These workers, they went back to India and then they said that they filed a case, and then they said that we didn't understand anything and we were threatened, and some of us were told that you have illegally entered, your paperwork is not correct, so sign here, sign here, sign here. Now, whatever the reality of the case, the situation in the US is that obviously BAPS temple case. Is a 1 hour documentary film which travels across India to show you that the temple ecosystem of Bharat does not have caste discrimination as far as people who are coming to the temple are supposed to be, as compared to what you read or hear in the mainstream American press. The mainstream American press, you hear that Hinduism is equal to caste system is equal to untouchability. Well, that might have been true in the 16th or 15th century, but it is definitely not true of India in 2025. And theologically, everybody who is born a Sanatani or lives in Bharat knows that theologically that was never the case, but we have shown ours from Bhagavad Gita at the end of the film, just so that you don't have to take my word for it. But then this is the era of social media and films and television, so all of that had to be done beautifully in a documentary film. So I invite everybody to watch the film, The Caste Rush, and you could go to the website casterushthefilm.com to see wherever we are screening, and we are screening in around 25 to 26 different cities. So please, I invite you to be a part of this journey. Thank you.
So congratulations, Nikhilji, Mohanji, Keshav. So we are really proud of you and your initiative, and you can always count on Parikh by Media, ITV Gold, and me personally for any help or seva you need for this promotion of this kind of initiative. Thank you.
It's an amazing effort, a lot of research that went into temples, age-old temples, and to prove the counter-narrative that there is no discrimination in our laws or in our dharma over the years and over the centuries. And to dispel those wrong narratives, this was a great effort, great beginning. We all look forward for more such research and work comes out of these efforts, and I would like to congratulate the director Nikhil Rajputji, who's here. Thank you.
Yeah, Nikhilji, this is a great movie. You know, there is no discrimination in Hinduism from the beginning. As you said rightly in the movie, in the theology, there is no discrimination. But yes, we all accept that it happened in the 1600 and 1700 years. But as you depicted this, in the last 100 years, there is no truth to this. And unfortunately, the Western media has been taking the scriptures or what was written by West in the 1700s and still propagating it now. And this is the first start. And then we all should propagate this to a very large media to make sure that this is not there and everybody knows this.